All right, here we go. Bad News Bears up against ATK, map number 2 on Nuke here. And of course, Inferno very decisively in the way of ATK 16-7 Truth. Had a pretty big game. I think he was the top frag at the end of it all. I know there were a lot of disconnects and reconnects, but I'm pretty sure he was the player delivering the frags for this squad. But here we go into Nuke. ATK just losing here against Third Impact 11-16. Let's see if they can kick off pistol round on the right foot, but no, it's Swan to deny after Bowden gets the opener, and he finds himself a man advantage for his squad and the bomb plant.
MOTM needs to be big for Mini here. There's a kit on Mistim as well, but MOTM is that person they need to get activated. Needs that first kill. Missing the second as well. And he will get taken down. Mistim as well. Messy on the shots, but Truth has come through for one. Only one, however. Spongy will strike for a trade. And Momo delivers the finishing blow in this round. Bad News Bears winning the pistol round. But once that bomb goes down, it's almost worth just letting that round go to the T set anyways as the CT side, because you know what they're going to do in the next round. It's buy AKs on you anyway. So ATK, they'll go for a force regardless. They'll grab a couple of deagles, a scout for Bowden, an MP9 for Mistim. No kits, however, so that bomb goes down. Things will be hard-pressed for defuse. But ATK are going to have to react a little better than that in this map, or they will get punished and we'll be headed to a third. Bad News Bears off to the start they needed.
Yeah, they did win the opening pistol on Inferno as well, and well, we saw how that went at the end of the day. I mean, after getting, what was it, 6 rounds on their first half, they only picked up 1 in the second.
Oh, no,
round.
it was 6.
It was 6, yeah, it was 6.
Yeah. Almost felt like a 10-5 half.
Yeah, but it was just a very dominant round in that last round of the last half, right, for the Bad News Bears. Yep. Anyway, look, we're on to Nuke here. This iteration of the Bad News Bears hasn't played Nuke in a best of 3 as of yet, so we're seeing potentially the first time they've been on it as a squad. MOTM going to be waiting here. He's got a good position. He could really catch Shake off guard, and Shake doesn't clear it. MOTM, the patience, the discipline. He is waiting for the opportunity. Finally strikes. That's a gun picked up for him as well, and tons of information he can relay to his team that no one else has towards outer yard, and this is likely going to be an inner hit.
I think it's going to be a B-rank rotation here from the Bad News Bears. They're walking in towards the scout. Bowden delivers a nice tag, but Spongy with an even better shot. A flanks come through as well. That's Fady, but he's only able to get a little bit of damage done. Mistim pushing out on the side, trying to play towards the Stralis plant, but Momo and Spongy dealing some damage and finding kills. Lots of damage dealt to the Bad News Bears players, though. Risky reload for Truth, and it will be his undoing, but a nice shot from Fady will return it to a 1v2. Both these players are one shot. 24 HP on Momo, 6 for Spongy. They are so far in the red. They are bleeding out. One shot will do it for each. Crossfire, though, has been established. Fady, can he isolate 1v1? So you're making all the noise. He does not have a kit, so he has to go fast. He has to take these fights. And Spongy swings from underneath Cubby. He'll swing from dark. And Bad News Bears will get that second on the board, and probably a third now, as ATK won't be able to buy. But if Truth doesn't go for that reload there, John, it's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, honestly, just one shot on any of those players could have been a difference maker for ATK, and I think that's still a very successful round from the ATK side to take 3 players down. Bad News Bears only had 2 players below 30 HP on both ends, and I mean, that could have gone either way. Now ATK is just going to go for a quick push towards the other yard. This could yield dividends, and it does. Bowden finds the opener, but 2 frags come right on back, but Bowden gets a second. How does he even find that second on Swan? Bad News Bears continue to fight out a yard. They don't want to give any space to ATK to pick up those rifles, and a very quick round here, as it looks like the Bad News Bears will be able to take it with MOTM's position exposed, and Momo likely going to clean him out.
Still, 2 kills is more than you should be getting from that scenario if you're ATK, so I think mission has been more than accomplished there. And now they can get into their full buy. The ops out for Bowden, rifles across the rest of the squad, the A1S as well. Swan will have an op, but there's going to be a MAC-10 for Momo, still a Galil for Pluto, and Shake will also be relegated to the SMG. This is not a strong buy for Bad News Bears whatsoever, and when you look at their cash, it's very scraggly. You got Spongy and Shake who are very low, Swan and Pluto who are okay, and then Momo who's on the danger zone at the edge of that buy not buy zone. So for Bad News Bears, they might have a 3-0 lead. It is anything but comfortable. Oh my gosh, Truth, how is he still here? He's not been cleared, he's not been checked. Well, and he's gonna pop for one. He's gonna spray down a second. No. Okay, there he goes. Finally, Fady and MOTM will get kills as well, but a very costly round for ATK, losing 3 players. None of these rounds have been relatively clean at all. It's been very messy, brawly, bare knuckle style of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I still think the Bad News Bears should have had the edge there. They just completely overlooked the spot next to Vent. And Truth's just like, okay, I mean, the smoke was there, right? But still, I don't know. That was a weird circumstance for the Bad News Bears to lose the round on. And of course, after that, he just pops out and gets 2, and they have no idea where he's coming from at the end of the day. All right, so ATK on the board with their first, and the Bad News Bears, I mean, they still have money in the bank, right? They have, look, 4K for Swan, 5K for Pluto, and 4K for Momo, or actually almost 5K for Momo, so you have to imagine they're going to buy into this one, and they do. It still won't yield rifles across the board, 2 AKs and op, and 2 Deagles, but look, it should be enough for them to at least put up a fight here, but half the usual utility as well. We'll see where those smokes end up, and it looks like they're going to be thrown towards the outer yard. At least one of them. Oh no, a big gap for MOTM to potentially expose. He only gets 1 as he's traded out by Shake.
I'm surprised they just ran across a red box without any real utility. If there was an op there, good chance they're both dead from that position. So a very high-risk play. It yields a trade for the Bad News Bears, but it also loses them an op. Well, Pluto's picked it up, but still they've lost Swan in that opening engagement. And now ATK have the idea to get aggressive in towards lobby. I like this clear. I like this call. There seems to be somebody already down, and Spongy's just waiting up top for someone to come up the ladder. That's a big pick. They were betting on this aggression.
But the gun did fall down the vent, so Spongy can't retrieve that. That's a bit of a shame, but still, it's a man advantage here for the Bad News Bears. ATK have control of heaven and missed him. Gets an important one on Spongy. That said, Momo could come through here on a flank, and Pluto does manage to op Bowden down to the ground. So ATK short-handed once more. The Bad News Bears do get the edge, even more so with Shake finding missed him. But Fady strikes right on back at Pluto. Does he expect Shake to be here? He does! Finds himself a second, looking for the 3K. It clutches out, and the information is given away by Momo. But Momo, realizing the situation, has the bomb on his back, will rotate back to the B site and try to get this plant. Does Fady realize it, though? Well, now he will.
He'll know exactly where that bomb is going. He'll hear the digits, and he's going to go towards ramp. Has a couple of flashbangs to work with. Momo might even opt for a control play. It's a very strong position to hold for. Does Fady clear it? He does indeed, but he didn't spot the top of the head, did he? Or does he know? Does he know? He's ready for it. He's looking. Flashbang out. Fady should dodge it. Momo back towards double doors now. It's a matter of a gamble. Does Fady clear the right angle? He walks into the waiting arms of Momo, who gives him the kiss of death. 4-1 now. Bad News Bears strike right back off of the back of a tactical. And, well, it came down to the wire. It almost went the way of ATK, but Momo comes up with a big clutch in the end. Pistol's out for ATK, though. Deagle. A couple of Deagles, a couple of 5.7s, and the USB for Bowden, who wants the op back in hand again. Hasn't really had a chance to shine with it in this map just yet. Got a little unlucky in that last round, caught by Pluto, trying to make his way through heaven. With Bad News Bears money the way it is, there's a very legitimate chance that some serious economic damage could go back the way of BNB. It's a good start, though, by Momo, who's starting to heat up once again. 9-1. Momo. Might have been a long time coming back here, but definitely having a good performance against ATK. Off of that pick, Bad News Bears can rotate with a lot more freedom. They can move around the map a lot more. Truth is not quite avoiding the flames. Neither is his teammate in towards Hot. Pluto's got a couple. And Momo will add a brace as well. Bowden, the last alive, picks up a Deagle. Doesn't have much of a prayer into this round. Should be a 5th on the board for Bad News Bears. An incredibly strong start here on the T set of Nuke. ATK looking incredibly vulnerable right now. They're going to have to get some rounds on the board back quickly. They want to stop the bleeding and give themselves a chance here before going to overpass, which would be a 3rd. Bowden, that's an uncharacteristic miss from him. He does a lot of damage, but not quite a kill. Pluto will not overpeak. Smart play. Bad News Bears keep all 5 alive, and that will be a big boost for him.
All right, so I guess it's the day of computer issues because my computer just crashed. So that's fantastic. But I'm
And
back. I'm back. It looks like ATK didn't win that round. I'm surprised. They didn't
no,
get
they
that
didn't.
1v1 clutch.
No.
Okay.
Fady ran right into Momo at double doors.
Ah,
Yep.
look, this is an excellent start for the Bad News Bears on their T side. We've talked about it so many times before, but if you can get 6 rounds on T side, you're in really good shape going on over to your CT side. And well, Bad News Bears only need one more to get there. So 5-1 in their favor. Here we go. ATK do have the rifles up and running. Let's see where they're going to decide to send Bowden. It looks like he was leaning in towards the B ramp, but now he's going to hang around the A site, it seems. Or
It's a
maybe
big
not.
vent drop by Spongy,
No,
though.
he's
He
going B
was
ramp now.
spotted. Yeah, with Spongy down vent, though, known that he's down vents, this throws everything into confusion for ATK. Where do they go? How do they react? They know somebody's in the backlines, but they can't put too much pressure because they don't know where anybody else is going. MOTM's a good angle over the diagonal crosses. Truth pushes into Squeaky. He will get one and still stay alive, but only for a moment. Swan will finish him off 4v4. But Bowden's waiting for them to come towards ramp. He is hungry for the kills. There doesn't seem to be a Spongy in the way for him to get taken out from behind. Opening kill on the Momo might send him back towards the lobby as well. Spongy
Yeah.
still in vents. Really hasn't moved from his previous position, waiting for someone to drop back down. And Bad News Bears are taking the way outer yard down towards Secret. And MOTM's holding an angle towards Unbreakable. They might even go for a mini split here, though, and try and go onto site. MOTM has a good angle. Do they expect this play behind Unbreakable? If they don't, they'll get punished, and
Ah,
they do not expect it. He might even grab a second.
that's a great job by MOTM. He doesn't spot out the second player, though, and Swan does manage to sneak into Secret to join Spongy, but 4v2, and I think this Vent player could have the edge on him, but it turns out that the Bad News Bears are able to slip through. Time is ticking away. Only 20 seconds left in the round. There's a Molotov thrown, so Fady has the information that someone's gotten into observation, and now they're going for the spam through the door underneath the upper area of the site as Bowden does take down Swan, and Fady finds Spongy. So a pretty clean round for ATK as they finally find their way back onto the board for a second.
A very clean round. There were some big individual plays coming through there. MOTM's Unbreakable kill does come to mind. And Fady on side as well, getting all the information, holding them down. Good strong win by ATK, keeping 4 alive. Bad News Bears buying down to brass tacks again, as their economy has not really been allowed to recover or grow, despite having a 5-2 lead. Gonna have to be back on a Galil for Spongy to make sure he has utility to help them out in this round. No fast squeaky control, though, and Mistim has decided, you tried to go down vents once, I got you this time. Although, will they expect a player in vents is the better question. Out towards Hut they go, though. In towards sight. A blind player on the rafters is taken out. Mistim only able to get one from the vents, and Bowden's pretty much walled out. MOTM and Fady have a lot of work to do to get this one back in the favor of ATK.
Bowden gonna go around here with Fady, and Fady's dropped the minute he tries to get onto that site by Pluto. Two-man edge for the Bad News Bears, and ATK might pull the plug on this round, even though the bomb hasn't even been planted yet. But no, they're gonna go back into it. You see the A site's already been given up. I mean, Swan should be able to get this bomb planted, but they just want to play it safe. They throw the smoke for Mini, and Bowden, yeah, he's not going to peek back into heaven. He's just going to go in towards CT spawn, and indeed the save has been called. So the Bad News Bears going to get a 6th here.
Bad News Bears are looking incredibly sharp individually and as a team on this map. Inferno, they looked quite weak. They looked quite squishy, very discoordinated, and not quite on point. But after the map break, they have come back with a vengeance, fire in the belly, and they are absolutely dominating the early going of this map. On the T side of Nuke, no less. And well, for ATK, trouble is brewing, and quickly they're going to have to put a stop to this, and their buy into the next round is not going to be the best, even if they are able to save these 2 guns. But right now, for ATK, they need to take this one round at a time and avoid getting caught off guard by the Bad News Bears, which is a lot easier said than done, as we've seen some great shots up and down the Bad News Bears lineup, but the 2 new additions of Momo and Pluto have been standouts so far.
They should actually be able to get A1Ss across the board here, if I'm not mistaken, for ATK. And yeah, they do. And the utility is almost full as well. So actually a pretty decent buy up coming through for ATK, and the op will be picked up by Bowden. And there's going to be attack pause called by BNB. I mean, they have the edge, they have the lead, but I guess they still want to talk things over and make sure that they're good to go here. Oh, it's actually a technical pause coming through. So great.
It's not that long, I don't think. We should be back here pretty
Yeah.
quickly, so no extended this is fine breaks, I think. The sticker
Mhm.
capsule can't drop twice. But for ATK, when we saw them against Third Impact, their Nuke T side was very concerning.
Yes.
And the fact that they're struggling to really hold on to anything on CT right now is even more so. If ATK don't get 9 rounds out of this half, Bad News Bears have no excuse to not take this map. This has to be their map.
Yeah, I mean, I would tend to agree, but against RBG on Nuke, or yeah, RBG on Nuke, I always get it crossed up with RGB, RBG. But anyway, ATK did give up 9 rounds to them on their T side, or on their CT side, excuse me, and they still came out to win that map. So, I mean, ATK has had some struggles on their CT side of Nuke, which you would think it would be the opposite, but maybe this isn't going to be too telling as of yet. Well, we'll have to see how the rest of this half plays out, of course.
Still a long way to go. Only 8 rounds played. Round number 9 right now. Slow and steady from the Bad News Bears, trying to bait out the utility of ATK. They've done a decent job, but now it's time for them to take the initiative. Bad News Bears clearing out our yard. That's Shake Zula exposed. Spotted out by MOTM on top of Garage. He'll drop down after dealing a little bit of damage. But the chip is not enough for a kill. Swan very low, though. He's a point of interest right now. MOTM still being a nuisance outside, but I think Bad News Bears are going to funnel in towards A. Squeaky is their target. Good Molotov from Fady, and he'll tuck into Mustang. But Bad News Bears are just using all this utility dump to push towards ramp. The op shot from Bowden doesn't connect, and Mistim's Hell rotation does not connect for anything at all. Truth's round 1. Bowden cannot find a second, however. Fady and MOTM already down to stop in a 3v3. Swan is low, but he's got an op now, and Shake holds the line on single. Truth has fallen. Fady needs a kill, and fast. Bomb going down. MOTM strikes for 1. They know where Swan is now. The head has been spotted by MOTM. Fady swings in good timing. Momo 1v2. None v2 as Fady will get revenge. And ATK will grab a third, but it's another costly round. John, it's not convincing once again.
Yeah, but at the same time, Fady and MOTM played that 2v3 very nicely, right? So I think it was MOTM firing away towards Swan, misses his opportunity, but immediately Fady getting that information, pounces on the opportunity, takes him down, and then Momo's isolated in a 2v1, which he can't respond to. So at the very least, ATK playing it well in the latter part of that round and picking up a third for themselves. But you're right. I mean, it's been some very down to the wire rounds for them time and time again. So not really able to build up the economy that they would like here. Still, it's going to be a full-on buy-up. 3A1S is the op and the AK, and the Bad News Bears going out dry towards the outer yard, and it works. Swan gets the opening frag on MOTM, and that opens up a ton of space since ATK aren't really re-peeking into that position. Now they can throw their wall of smokes a little deeper or even opt for one towards Mini.
They don't even have to go to B. They can split onto A here. They have full outside control. The whole map is their oyster at this point. Where do they want to go is the only differentiating factor. Odin decides he doesn't want to play with fire, and he'll retreat back through J-Hall. Truth's holding in the secret stairwell. And that opening pick outside has completely thrown ATK into chaos yet again. The Heaven player, though, is going to be hard-pressed to hold this one down. Needs to get this opening kill, aiming a little too high. Missed him, dancing back and forth with Pluto. Drops down to sight, and now Heaven's under the control of Bad News Bears. They have everything except for the sites proper. And this is where they can strike as insecurity reigns in the minds of ATK. 2 towards the site, but Truth. That's a big stop on the Momo. Brings back to a 4v4, and it could stabilize things for ATK.
Good Molotov thrown into Heaven as well to force Pluto back, and now the time is against the Bad News Bears. Shake with an important frag on to miss them, but a nade takes him down. Fady holding the line for the time being until Spongy finds Bowden, excuse me. Fady does strike back to get Swan 2v2. Another very tightly contested round, but what a shot coming through from Pluto. No more presence from ATK onto that A site. And you have to wonder, is Truth going to go for this one or just try to save the A1S? Oh, it looks like he's going to walk
Oh,
in
yeah.
towards Squeaky. He wants to try for this one, but Spongy, oh no, doesn't deny him. Now a chance for Truth. He has the kit and he's got the time. Just has spot out Pluto, who misses the shot and then does not miss on a second opportunity. Bad news Bears hang on. And ATK, I mean, look, they lost every single player in that round. The previous two, they lost at least 3. And as you can see, the economy is just in tatters.
There's nothing for them to really buy up with. A couple of Deagles, maybe a P250 or a 5.7 will come across the board, but it's not going to be pretty for ATK. Now, if they're able to somehow win this round, then things will look up for them, but Bad News Bears are in full control of this map as we stand, and ATK just cannot deal with the raw individual firepower that we've seen too.
Mm-hmm.
That Deagle shot from Pluto from heaven, absolutely ludicrous. And we got to see that from the receiving end too. And boy, did it look clean. A timeout here called by the Bad News Bears. And I just want to talk things over a little more, I guess, because maybe they're not satisfied with things either, John. Maybe they think things can be better over in the Bad News Bears camp.
I mean, it's been very tightly contested on both sides, so it's a good idea to talk things over. And I think for Shake right now, he just doesn't want them to get too comfortable, right? Because he realizes how close these
Yeah.
rounds are, and this lead can be deceiving. But on the ATK side, they are on an eco for themselves. Going to be 3 Deagles and 2 USPs that'll come through into this round. Well, let's see what they're going to do. They're going to send 3 players into ramp room, I believe, or at least 2. Maybe the radar is deceiving me here. But either way, ATK looking to get that opener. Fady's got a shot potentially lined up. It's not an easy one to hit. If he gets it, that will help out ATK's cause. That said, Shake clears out the outer yard. Missed him, is gone, and there's that smoke for Mini. Fady charging up, taking a chance, and Momo's waiting for it, holding the angle, and finds him.
The outside duels have been going the way of Bad News Bears consistently throughout this map, and it's opening up so much control, it's opening so much space, it gives them basically free reign to do whatever they want and go wherever they want. So until ATK can figure out a way to stop that, it's going to continue much in the same way, where Bad News Bears could just scale off of that pick and continue to dominate that half. There's only a couple of more rounds to go after this one, and Bowden, yeah, he'll get one, but it's a small consolation considering the overall scope of the game. And for Bad News Bears, now the question begins, how much more can you put on the board?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've already won the half here on their T side of Nuke. Very nicely done, and very quickly done, in fact, only 11 rounds in. ATK will finally get a buy up under their belts, and it will feature the big green in Bowden's hands, but we haven't seen him make too much noise so far anyway. He was playing towards ramp previously, but now he's got an aggressive position at the outer yard, doesn't want to give the Bad News Bears any space, and he has the support of MOTM to ensure that should he go down, at least a trade would come through. Shake lining up some utility there for the A site, but not tossing it just yet. There's Spongy, smoke for Mini, and this could be a quick pop for the Bad News Bears on A, and here they go.
Good trade back by Momo. Truth only able to strike for one. Missed him, falls as well after finding first blood. But the trades are going back in the favor of Bad News Bears. But that's a big equalizer by Modem. It gets the advantage back to ATK. Bomb going down. The crunch is coming through, but Spongy continues to add to the total as well.
Jeez.
Shake will eliminate Fade, leaving it all down to Bowden on an Oppo. 1v2 with an Op on towards the A site. Not an easy task at all. Bowden will get that first, but Shake is right there around the corner for the trade. No kill went unpunished for ATK. And Bad News Bears come out on top. 9-3 now. No money again for ATK. Pistols will be back on the belts. Not much else. They're going to have to tighten their belts and probably prep for map number 3 because at this stance, I don't see a way for ATK to get back into this map.
I don't know about that just yet, but yeah, it's going to be tough. There's no doubt about it. Bad News Bears playing some excellent Nuke T side right now, and as you would expect, because, you know, Shake has loved to play Nuke, like we said pregame, since his advanced days, and of course, he's played with Spongy and Swan here quite a bit. Momo's going to get an easy 4K now, looking for a potential ace. I don't think he's in position for it. Yeah, Spongy is going to get the last one, so it will be an easy 10th round victory for the Bad News Bears. You saw ATK, they took a chance, didn't have much, went for the aggression, and the Bad News Bears immediately punished them. So double digits on T side for the Bad News Bears, and a technical timeout coming through on ATK's end.
It's not too long in, so don't fret, folks. We should be back into the action again soon. But ATK are going to really have to turn things around, whether it's towards the tail end of this half and into the next half of this map of Nuke, or on Overpass. They're going to have to turn this one around and quickly. Because you give Bad News Bears this kind of momentum, they will run away with it. We've seen how Momo's just absolutely dominating 18-6 right now. So Momo is having a game of 3.0 KD as it stands.
Yep.
And for ATK, they haven't really been able to compete on an individual level. Any of them.
Yeah, I think Nuke one of those maps that takes a little more time to practice and play out with the rest of your team. Like it's harder to go into it with only a week of practice than some other maps. So, yeah, maybe we're seeing the result of that as ATK. Pause has now ended. They are jumping into this round number 14. They will have a full buy up once more. Bowden a little short in utility, but still. This is a very tall order already with the Bad News Bears picking up those 10 rounds and maybe more. Let's see what happens here. ATK going to be walking out, sending Truth and Mistim into the rafters. And looks like a couple other players are going to go in towards that B ramp. Smoke going to get tossed immediately by Fady to block off the advance of the Bad News Bears. And I mean, the Bad News Bears executes onto A have been very effective. They're not really wasting their time on a lot of these plays, in particular that previous round where they just popped right out and took apart ATK. I shouldn't say previous round, 2 rounds ago, because the last one was ATK's Eco. But yeah, Bad News Bears looking to get those smoke storm for the other yard. And maybe Fady's going to have some good timing on this peek from Secret.
ATK needs something to go their way, but the Flames will force them away and out of position to get an opening kill. Bowden's still hanging around the outside, and Mistim's up top, but he won't have the angle over the smoke. Flash goes over. No one will peek with it, though. Fady waiting to smoke and Molotov. Spongy gets 1. Bowden gets 2, however, turning it back to a 3v3. But down to the B site, Bad News Bears can rumble. That's a huge kill by MOTM. Actually, never mind. It doesn't matter because Swan evened it out beforehand. 2v2 now. And ATK cannot catch a break. They cannot catch an advantage. As that bomb ticks in Astralis, it's going to become even harder and harder for ATK to get back in. Momo delivers another clean dome. And MOTM has the first, but can he get past Sheikh Zula? He opens the double door and closes it again. I don't think we'll see a door stuck moment here. I think MOTM's just trying to buy time and sweat Sheikh out. That's a lot easier said than done. Sheikh has all the cards in his favor. And MOTM has no ace left in the hold.
Oh.
Sheikh's gone. 11-3. At least MOTM will survive with a number.
Yeah, MOTM not having the kit in that situation was really the difference maker, because Sheikh had all the all the cards in his favor, like he said, as we're going to get a technical timeout called again for ATK. I've seen MOTM clutch those out quite a few times in those 1vx situations, but that time could not spot out the last player. So even though he had full utility, that was the thing. I was thinking about he would make maybe an attempt, right? Throw a smoke at the door, maybe a Molotov in front of it, so that if Sheikh tried to push through the smoke, he would land in a Molotov, and then he could try to stick the defusal, or even smoke the bomb, throw a Molotov towards double doors, and then Sheikh would have to rotate around or even try to push through the Molotov to get that final frag. Obviously, it was still against MOTM, even if he decides to go for that utility play. But yeah, Bad News Bears 11-3.
Yeah, there was a lot of different factors that led to that unfortunate situation for MOTM.
Yeah.
And for ATK, it just continues the tale of the tape in this map. It's one to forget for sure. Just everything they do gets countered. And Bad News Bears have all the confidence now to quite literally run around and take raw aim duels. They're dry swinging out our yard, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's you're right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's absolutely true. They're not using the wall of smokes. They're just deciding to peek around the corner and go dry, and it's working out because ATK is not expecting it. And another key part of that previous round was Swan winning the duel with Bowden, who had a couple of frags. But once Swan takes down ATK's Opper, it goes the Bad News Bears way.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like things are going the way of ATK. MOTM having tech issues again as well. Had some earlier on Inferno too. And I don't know how much longer we're going to have on this issue. But, I think what we're going to do here is going to take a break and come back when this issue has been resolved and we can get further on Nuke. Or hold on, we might have things resolved here real quick. We'll see in a minute. And this has been one day where it's just one thing after another, isn't it?
Yep. Yep. It's one of those days. I mean, even my computer crashed, so
I know.
like everything's going a bit haywire tonight. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I know that MTM's obviously having issues, and he's been having issues throughout the BO3. Maybe this is a good opportunity for ATK to reset it. Obviously, not their intention, right? But it will be to
Yeah.
their advantage given how dominant the Bad News Bears have been, and the momentum is firmly in their favor.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe they could. I don't know if it's possible to turn it around here at this point on Nuke.
I mean,
Going to T side, but
it's always possible. It's Counter-Strike. This is the great
it
part
is.
about it, right? But you're right. The odds are definitely against them. There's no doubt about it.
The odds are against them, and folks, we're going to cut to that break now. And when we come back, we'll have the conclusion of half number 1, and we'll see what happens in half number 2 of Nuke.
All right, we're back here. Round number 15, final round of this half is now underway. Tech issues have been resolved, and we're going to move into this one. ATK, obviously, anything will help here, and 11-4 sounds a lot better than 12-3 if you're them.
Yeah, there's a big difference between 11-4 and 12-3, even though it's only one round. It gets you a lot more leeway down the stretch, and it also gives you a little more confidence. When you're at that 12th round, it's only 4 rounds separating the other team in victory, so getting that fourth is going to be pretty critical here for ATK. They don't have a lot of utility, though. In fact, Mistim has absolutely zero, and he also has a FAMAS in hand. Molotovs have both been used by ATK with 1:15 on the clock, and Fade's already been laid down by Swan, boosting up. So things just continue to get worse and worse for ATK. And where do Bad News Bears want to end? They can go wherever they want, go up and down. They can go outside or inner. It's all just a matter of where they get that first pick, I feel, and Truth. He's in a good spot to shut it down unless a flash comes through, and Swan's prepping for those top lobby utility pieces.
I like the utility the Bad News Bears are using here consistently towards Secret, kind of burning down ATK and forcing them to fall off of this spot. Bowden, though, has found a comfortable little cubby for himself. Here comes Shake moving into the site. Bad News Bears trying to take control. MOTM's got a couple, though. He finally does go down. Spongy finding him, but Bowden responds immediately. Truth gets Momo. This should be a fourth for ATK, and it absolutely is. That will wrap up the half. They're going to switch sides, and we'll be back after this break for the second half of action. All right, here we go. Second half of action is going to be underway in only a few seconds. ATK did manage to salvage one last round out of that first half in round number 15. So let's see if they can pick up on that and get a pistol round under their belts and really make this one a little bit closer, because it really was all Bad News Bears on their T side.
It was, and the Bears are looking to pull off the pistol round again. Bowden's found one. There's a drop down towards B.
Oh.
Fady eliminates Swan, and Fady will double down on the A site, completely locking down the rotations. There's still one on B, but Shake actually, given the health of his opponents, this would have been winnable if they would have gone down towards B. Now it all rests on the shoulders of Momo, and, well, there's nothing on his shoulders anymore. So it's all done to Shake in a 1v5. He does not have a kit. He does have a little bit of utility. But I think this round will end in futility for the Bears, at least for now. ATK with a clean pistol round victory. Thing is, can they make this count? Can they make this punch lead into something better? Are they going to still spend their time on the mat? Listen to that count for 10. Bad News Bears, they lose that pistol.
Yeah.
There's still a long way to go.
Not a single frag for the Bad News Bears in that pistol round either. Seems like the CT pistol rounds here on both ends have been a little bit rough. Shots not connecting.
Yeah.
But ATK gets a fifth for themselves on the board, and the Bad News Bears are on a full-on save. Not even going to force here, but 4 Zeuses!
Yeah,
I don't know the last time I saw 4 Zeuses purchased up in any official in Challenger League or prior to this premiere, right? So, wow. We'll see how this pans out for them. We already got Swan and Spongy fully committed to keeping those Zeuses out.
It's a bold move,
What?
Cotton. I have no idea what's in the minds of the Bad News Bears, but I am amused and I am intrigued. And I very much like at least the spirit behind this, because
Yeah.
it's better than nothing. And if it gets 1 kill, I'll be happy. Hey, there we go. Spongy's actually got a Galil. Maybe this could work for more. He also had the bomb at his feet, but he's got a second kill, this time on the Fady, looking for another spraying down both to the door. He's not going to get that one. MOTM will back up his offer. Momo will get a lot of damage on the Bowden, but not quite a kill. But still a very messy one. Spongy with a Zeus kill and a headshot with the Galil. But ATK get their 6th round. Now, is this where Bad News Bears stop the bleeding, or are we going to see a distinct lack of defense here overall on Nuke?
Well, I'm not sure, but Bad News Bears having a little fun with that round. There's no doubt about it. Getting 4 Zeuses into play. Spongy got 1 frag, and it looked like he was going to string together a couple more, but did get shut down after only 2, and that was the only 2 that the Bad News Bears found in the round. So ATK now going to face off against the Rifles for BNB, and BNB are going to get the opening frag. That's Swan finding MOTM, and Truth actually getting Pluto. I thought Pluto had the edge in that duel, but he just could not connect his shots from the A1. Now Swan goes down to 44. He can't really respond from that. And ATK, I would say, even numbers, but potentially the edge. No, Spongy denies Fady's entry into the A site, and that will return the man advantage in favor of the Bad News Bears.
It looked like Fady wanted to go through a smoke, and that was just what Shake Zulu was hoping for. Momo getting a little aggressive in towards Hut, trying to get the information lobby. We'll find nothing as ATK work their way towards ramp. Bowden's already out towards Secret too, perhaps waiting to cut down rotations, but they still have to deal with Swan down towards the B side. I believe Shake is there as well. There's a stronghold towards B. That's a big pick by Truth. Do they expect the second player on B, though? I would not expect them to. And Shake's just outside double doors. They do walk right into him, and he will do a little bit of damage before he rotates up to control. But they can go back A now as Bowden's found Spongy. He's opened up a lot of space. Momo's coming in towards ramp, though. But Truth is there for the trade. Truth and Bowden, the 2 newest acquisitions for ATK. In a 2v1, but Bowden is quite low. Truth needs to get that bomb down. And Shake is rotating around towards the lobby, perhaps, to try and come through Squeaky, or even through Hunt. Bowden, though, low HP, has to be very careful of the angle he's playing. He has all the utility, too, for ATK. Bowden and Truth, can they pull this one off? They definitely need a hero round, ATK. Winning this gun round would put them within 4 of Bad News Bears, and also, more importantly, John, 3 straight rounds to start this half would be huge for their confidence.
Yeah.
And something to build off of going back to that last round of the first half.
Yeah, there's no doubt this is a great start for ATK, and Shake didn't even want anything to do with the retake. Once the bomb was planted, well, I guess this is why he gets the last 2 frags. Bowden and Truth not expecting that. So I do like the play from Shake. It punishes the economy of ATK. They're still going to be able to buy up comfortably with both Bowden and Truth flirting with about 8K in their bank accounts, but at least it's a little more expensive on the ATK side. That said, you're looking at the Bad News Bears, can't really buy up. They have the AK from Shake that he picked up off the bodies he took down at the end of the round, but it will be a pistol buy up outside of that one rifle. We'll see if it is enough. I love the way ATK played that, though. Bowden going back towards the A site, both ATK players holding B ramp long enough for Swan to poke his head out, go down, and then they expect Momo to be poking his head out of the hallways near that B ramp as well. So 1:30 on the clock here. ATK trying to make it 4 in a row, and they very much could.
I honestly thought we were going to have another technical pause here because everything is not moving for ATK. They're kind of just mulling around and spawn. And so we're Bad News Bears.
Oh boy.
It's the Bears calling for a technical this time. And we're definitely going to have a match Medic after this round for sure. So.
Yay. Well, look, Mistim's putting on a little bit of a display there, jumping on the yellow poles in T-spawn. He got 3 perfect jumps there. 10 out of 10. Mistim doing it again. Ah, he missed it. All right.
Hardcore parkour, Minecraft style.
Oh boy. But look,
that was a good chain.
We're definitely going to need a match medic here. Yeah, what more is there to say? It's tough. It's tough to have this many pauses in any match. I think for the teams, you know, the momentum keeps getting reset every single time. And I go back to, of course, that technical pause when it was 11-3 in favor of the Bad News Bears. I think that one helped them. Maybe this one could go the other way with ATK having full momentum.
Yeah, I think maybe it'll work out in the favor of the Bears to kind of slow down ATK's triumphant return, you might call it.
Yeah.
You want to go that far so early. But it really, I think, is going to frustrate the players on both sides more than anything. Because when you think about it, there's still potentially a third map to be played.
Yeah, that would be on Overpass, should we get there. But right now, we're just waiting for everything to get sorted out. I want to say that ATK, like I mentioned, they played very well in that 7th round victory that they pulled off. Really well executed. Everything kind of went their way with Bowden coming through and clearing out the space towards the A site. So yeah, I mean, Bad News Bears, they will have that solo rifle. We'll see where they decide to play it. Obviously, Shay can be a big difference maker. My guess would be that he'll decide to play on the A site proper, and you can have the pistols kind of hovering around 2 towards outer yard, and then 2 in ramp room, kind of waiting for an engagement to come up close and personal. Anyway, look, we're going to have to wait a little bit to see what the Bad News Bears actually employ in their defense, because we've got another break coming through here, guys. We'll be back as soon as all these issues are resolved. Keep it locked here on ESL.
But you're making your face.
All right, here we go. We're back. Issue solved, hopefully permanently this
Ah,
time. As the Bad News Bears, you can ignore that scoreline up top, guys, because it is 11-7 in favor of the Bad News Bears as of right now. Shake and Pluto going towards the outer yard. Actually, Pluto is going to be hunting for some early information. Perhaps up close and personal, decides to wait into the smoke, and ATK kind of wise to say, you know what, this feels a little too fishy. We're gonna wait to see what's gonna unfold here until that smoke dissipates. And Pluto has managed to tuck himself into a familiar angle for ATK anyway, because you saw in the previous half, I think it was MOTM up against Shake with the 5-7, catching Shake off guard from this exact position. But as it stands right now, ATK aren't gonna walk into that one. Momo waiting over in Hut as ATK are throwing the utility towards A. This is likely where the hit's going to come, and here they go.
Fady pushes out first, but he spotted no one. Momo in towards Hut can be the linchpin to hold things down and give Bad News Bears more of a chance, but he's going to get taken down by Bowden. And the bomb's already down B. I believe there's a vent drop that came through here from ATK in the meantime. So they have B side control. Truth's clearing out all the little corners and making sure there's nobody here lurking around. Shake is, however, with the AK, and he might even get the spray down onto the bomb planter. He's going to bust through the doors, but he's going to spray the wrong way. His tracers will reveal his position, and Truth will finish the job. Spongy, however, will dig, or 5-7 Fady. Doesn't really matter what gun it is. All that matters is that there's an AK in the hands of Spongy for the next round. What a shot on the Bowden. All right there, Spongy. He's heating up right now, trying to keep this AK alive into the next round. And if he can do a little more damage to ATK's fledgling T economy, it would be even better for Bad News Bears. But ATK are going to try desperately to hold on to what they have. They'll concede the AK into the hands of Spongy and hope it doesn't do too much in the next round.
Really awkward position for Fady. I'm a little worried that there were connection issues. Like every time I see players in awkward positions, like, okay, here we go again. No, but he actually just, I think, got caught off kind of looking for the last two players in the Bad News Bears. That said, an AK is saved over, and we did have a match pause. No, it's quickly ended. And we're going to jump right into the action here. ATK pick up an 8th for themselves. A little bit expensive, but they are indeed going to be able to buy up once more. It will be AKs across the board for them. Over on the Bad News Bears side, they are back to a full-on buy up. The AK bolsters that buy up, meaning full utility, the op, and 3 A1Ss. Pluto going to toss a quick flashbang on over towards the outer yard, and he makes his way into Big Garage with the A1S, but ATK have already thrown the full smokes towards outer yard, and they will have a clear path into secret without a gap in that smoke.
Fady will take a little bit of damage, but I don't think it'll deter ATK at all. In the meantime, though, Pluto finally does strike MOTM, his victim, outer yard. Shake has rotations coming through as well. Spongy and Swan, the triple S defense of Bad News Bears is already here. And in comes the utility, the smoke out front of control room. Will just buy a little more time for the Bad News Bears, and they can honestly just wait this out. There's no real reason to rush this. In the meantime, though, Mistum tries to go forward. Shake has the first. Truth will trade, but do they expect the next two players? And Pluto's already come from behind as well. Spongy pops a couple of brains, and Bad News Bears with a stalwart defense on the B side. Read that one perfectly. Rotations were called for in time. And Pluto's play outer yard too, not just picking up MOTM, but then walking down the secret stairs and getting that flank on the Fady.
Yep.
Great stuff overall from the Bears, and ATK might have just seen their luck run out.
Yeah, just a great read from the great read, excuse me, from the Bad News Bears. I swear the words will come out eventually. Who knows? Do I still know how to speak English? We'll find out.
Maybe we can match medic that too.
Yeah, we need to match medic my ability to talk right now. But a 4-round lead for the Bad News Bears. I do like the way they played that one. Excellent work rotating onto B and realizing that ATK, we're going to use that wall of smokes to head right on down there, and touchdown nade from Momo to take down Fady right off the docket here, as Shake is going to rotate in towards that B site. ATK just on a pistol buy up here. It's an important win for the Bad News Bears to find to get to that 12, because, you know, if ATK were able to swing together a few more rounds, it would have been problematic.
That's the bomb drop. That is indeed problematic too. The Molotov extinguishes in the smoke. Momo trying to get out now will indeed manage that safely. The push comes through, missed him, turns the wrong way, tries to get into the vents. And while the bomb made it down the vents, we'll see if anybody from ATK can follow. Nice little shot by Truth to send Momo down the river Styx. But 2v4 in a round where ATK really can't expect too much. I don't think much is going to come from them in this one. And Uh-oh. Is it happening again?
No, we're
He's
good.
back for now.
Oh,
What?
what a shot from MOTM to open up the space towards B. That said, the bomb is still in the vents, and obviously Truth knows this. Spongy around the corner. Is he going to get Wandig by Truth to open up even more space? Truth just waiting around, looking for an opportunity to move on forward. They don't expect Spongy here at all. He's going to have an easy frag on Truth, and he swings around for the second one. So despite the fact that ATK make it interesting in the latter parts of the round, it's the Bad News Bears closing out for a 13th and extending their lead back to 5 rounds. ATK now looking at their economy, it's a tight spot, right? You're down by 5,
Yeah.
as mentioned. You could force up, but it would kind of result in a very tough economic situation. So a half buy perhaps could be a better
Oh
decision.
no.
Oh no, never mind. We have a technical issue again, it seems.
He had no purchases at all from ATK. Bad News Bears jumping around in spawn. And, well, looks like we're going here again, folks. Another technical issue. Uh, well, as soon as things start to unfold, as soon as things start to get interesting, or one team seems to get momentum, technical issues abound. We go to a pause, and then we come back again, and things have to change. But as it stands here, John, I think for ATK they did an admirable job, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything further
Yeah.
into this map, really. Maybe get to 10, 11 rounds, but I think the Bad News Bears have done enough to secure this one.
Yeah, I think the question becomes for ATK, do you chance it here and go for a full-on buy-up to try and prevent the Bad News Bears from going into 14, or do you go for a half buy, which still would be respectable, right? You get some Tech 9, some body armor, a good amount of utility. It won't be a bad buy-up, and if you can get perhaps a quick jump onto the Bad News Bears towards Squeaky, or maybe go for a quick ramp hit, something could happen with those pistols, and you would still have enough to buy up in the next round. I don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to wait a little bit of time to see when what they're going to end up doing. But yeah, I mean, the amount of tech pauses has been just borderline catastrophic here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be medic number 6,
I think so.
which we normally don't even see 6 medics in the season.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. It's a very good point.
thanks, CSGO updates.
All right, guys. I hate to do this to you again, but we are going to throw it to a quick break while we wait for everything to get match medic. We'll be back in hopefully just a few moments. Keep it locked here. All right, there we go. Bad News Bears are looking to make it 14-8. It's currently 13-8 in their favor, and it looks like ATK did indeed opt for the half buy. I like the decision actually because obviously they've been pretty good on their half buys so far, and if they win this one, it's even better. That said, oh my goodness, clairvoyance there for Pluto through the smoke, connects on the head of Fady. ATK do manage to slip through. MOTM could catch off Pluto because he's right up close and personal, right near the big garage. Yeah, they don't know he's here at all.
Nah, there's no information whatsoever. In the meantime, the players down towards B have been spotted by the jump towards stairs, and they're going to go back up to the ace side. They're going to rely on MOTM to get a lot of space here. Pluto could catch him off, though. Does a lot of damage, but not enough for a kill. Now, this is going to throw everything into chaos for Bad News Bears. ATK desperately need this round to make it 13-9 and stop the bleeding and grow. Swan's looking the wrong way.
Oh,
Missed him,
no.
catches him off guard. And this is exactly the situation ATK were hoping for. Thriving on chaos and unpredictability, trying to claw their way back into this round. But Spongy, he will stabilize things for Bad News Bears. He sprays down 2. Momo comes in for another pair.
Nice.
And Bad News Bears will recover in spades. 14 on the board. ATK now with their last-ditch buy. This is going to be the end of the road for them if they lose it. Let's force up into the next to try and stave off the map for Bad News Bears. There will be no op for Bowden. Be on an AK with some utility. Utility is okay for ATK. Only missed him in truth, really lacking in any department. Bad News Bears, though, just looking to finish this one off and go to overpass. Try to take this series in reverse sweep fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I did like the idea for ATK. Things were kind of panning out in their favor. They caught Swan looking the wrong way because Swan was trying to clear out MOTM, who had made his way in towards CT spawn. So he thought he was going to be peeking out, but it was actually someone over from admin that ended up catching him off. So either way, looks like the Bad News Bears are going to get off to the start they were hoping for. Pluto catches off MOTM, and Pluto's been really important for them over at Big Garage, getting some very key opening frags. Even though it doesn't necessarily show on the scoreboard, he's got a lot of impact frags here on the CT side. It's been Momo and Spongy, though, taking care of the fragging duties, tied at 24 apiece, and ATK already losing their opening player. This is going to be tough to recover from. Shake waiting over in ramp. Swan setting up a crossfire with him. ATK walking right out into it, and Swan gets the opener. Shake finds the follow-up. Only 2 players left standing. Make it 1. Everything going the way of the Bad News Bears, and that will close it up 2 apiece for Swan and Shake to give them 15.
This is the Bad News Bears. I think we all knew they had the potential of being, but I didn't expect it to be this early in the season, especially given their recent results in Cash Cups. But they're definitely looking incredibly strong here on Nuke. If they carry this over to Overpass, ATK are not going to have a good time. It's going to be very rough for them, and like this buy, it's not going to have too much to stand on. A couple AKs, 3 MAC-10s, a bit of utility scattered here and there. MOTM trying to get the opening onto Pluto, who's stubbornly staying alive outside and keeping a lot of space for Bad News Bears covered. But Spongy, he's come up in big moments throughout this map for Bad News Bears. Momo as well, incredible in the frags, both at 24 kills each. And B-side's actually relatively open right now, but are ATK going to run this one up the ladder and back towards A? And John?
Yep.
Other flashbacks.
Yep. It's going to be the Bad News Bears taking this one 16-8, it seems, with everything kind of going the wayside in terms of our Go TV. But yeah, it's 2 very dominant score lines on each map. And I mean, for each team's map pick, right? I mean, we can see why they decided to go into it. With everything going to be decided here on Overpass, guys, we are going to hit a break, but when we come back, the 3rd and final map of this series to determine who will win this one, ATK or the Bad News Bears.